Good evening, Desert Shadows Middle School students and families, and welcome to the beginning of our 2016-2017 school year. My name is Derek Hummert, Mr. Hummert, or Mr. H, and I am the proud new principal at Desert Shadows Middle School this school year. I am one of many new faces and new staff that you may meet tonight and in the coming weeks. And despite having some new staff here, we are all intent on continuing the traditions that have made Desert Shadows such a special place. Mr. Rosenberg, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Where have you been?
I've been checking on the air conditioning, making sure we're all nice and cool for this open house to start the 2016-17 school year.
Well, that's very, very important.
And I am Mr. Rosenberg. I'm the new assistant principal here at Desert Shadows Middle School, and I am very excited about the 2016-17 school year.
We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to join us tonight. The goal of this evening is to ease the anxiety of all of our students as we prepare for a first day of school. First day is Tuesday, August 9th. We know it can be stressful entering a new school, especially for our 7th grade students who've never attended Desert Shadows Middle School before. They often worry about things such as getting lost from class to class or having friends in a particular period. The format of the evening tonight should help ease the anxiety associated with the first day of school. During your 2 years at Desert Shadows, you will hear a lot about how we consider ourselves a family. So we look for ways to take care of each other, and tonight is a part of that process. We're here to make sure that all students feel safe, excited, and ready to start school next week.
This evening, your kids will have an opportunity to experience a mini version of their first day of school with their parents right by their side. Right now, if you check your schedule, you should be sitting in your first period class. If you are not in first period, please feel free to get up and move to your child's first period classroom. Following some brief information from Mr. Hummert and I in this video, you'll hear a 10-minute presentation from your child's first period teacher. Your kids will have an opportunity to learn about the class, meet their teacher, and even look around to see if they have any friends in first period. Following this video and the 10-minute presentation in first period, the bell will ring. At 5:20, you will have 5 minutes to pass from your first period class to your second period class, and at 5:25, the bell will ring again, and you will spend 10 minutes with your second period teacher. The evening will continue with 10-minute classes and 5-minute passing periods until you've experienced a full mini version of the first day of school.
There are 2 minor exceptions to the format that we want you to make note of. First, please note that there's no time allotted for lunch. That just didn't fit into our format tonight. That means that 7th grade families will travel straight from their period 4 class to their period 6 class, bypassing 5th period lunch. Similarly, 8th grade families will travel straight from period 5 to period 7, bypassing that 6th period lunch. Don't worry, the chicken nuggets taste great.
They do.
Also, please note on your schedule that English is scheduled for 2 periods today, which means that you'll stay in that English class for 2 10-minute sessions before moving to go on to the next class on the schedule.
Prior to the start of school, Mr. Hummert and I typically get some really good, frequently asked questions from students and parents. We decided to spend the rest of this video giving you some information that might help answer your questions.
First, please know there's a fair chance that schedule will be modified between now and Tuesday. That's your student schedule. As we continue to hire new teachers and enroll new students, some minor changes may occur. Although changes are rare, typically be minor, we want to make sure all students have the most current schedule to start your first day of school.
As a result, all students will pick up a green copy of their schedules before the first day of school, between 7:25 a.m. and 7:55 a.m. on Tuesday, August 9th. We call the green schedules your admit copy schedule because it's your ticket in the door for each of your classes on the first day of school. 7th graders will report to the gym and pick up their admit copy, and 8th graders will report to the cafeteria.
I'm going to say this again because it's important. On that first day of school, first Tuesday, between 7:25 and 7:55, make sure you go to the right place to get your green schedule as a ticket into your first class. Parents, please plan a few extra minutes to allow for this important activity. Students who ride the bus to school will have plenty of time to receive a copy of your new schedules, and they should report directly to the gym or cafeteria, wherever their bus drops off.
Mr. H, would you agree that one of the most common questions we receive is about dress code?
Definitely. Without question, we know that many families wonder what clothes are appropriate to wear at Desert Shadows.
Although a complete copy of dress code can be found in your student handbook and will be included in the agenda you receive next Tuesday, we'll cover a couple points that seem to pop up fairly often. Although it's hot, tank tops are not permitted for boys or girls at Desert Shadows. We ask that shoulders are covered at all times and shirts aren't cut too low or high, exposing the chest or midriff. And we expect young ladies to dress like young ladies. So please, no short shorts. Girls, please make your shorts have a minimum of a 2.5-inch inseam. And when temperatures begin to drop, feel free to wear yoga pants. But if you do, make sure the bottom of your shirt or sweatshirt covers below your hips.
When it comes to dress, we want you to be you. But we also want your dress to be reflective of the fact that we come to school to learn each day. As a result, the dress code conversation will begin and end with the philosophy that students should dress in a way that is reflective of an emphasis on learning. Many new students to Desert Shadows are surprised to learn that we don't have lockers. Without lockers, your backpack becomes your locker.
To keep the weight of your backpack down to a minimum, all students will be given a copy of textbooks to take home for their core classes during the first few weeks of school. The books will stay at home for the duration of the school year, then be returned in May. As a result, lockers are unnecessary.
Except in PE, that is. Students who are involved in PE and after-school sports will receive a locker in the gym where they can keep their uniforms and other equipment. Gentlemen, quick piece of advice. Just because you have a locker doesn't mean your clothes have to stay in the locker all the time. I suggest that you take your PE uniform home frequently to get it washed. The ladies will appreciate it. We will all appreciate it. Mr. Rosenberg, was that your telephone?
Oh, I'm sorry, I've muted it now. But it wasn't a phone call, it just let me know that there's a Pokemon nearby.
Mr. Rosenberg, that is very inappropriate at school. Maybe now is the time to talk about cell phone use. At Desert Shadows, students can access their cell phones before school, during lunch, and after school only. Cell phones should be turned off and put away during all other times of the school day. Parents, you will always have access to your kids at Desert Shadows by calling the front office. To help your children learn the very important life traits of independence and resiliency, I strongly encourage you not to connect with your kids by text or cell phone during the school day. In the end, waiting to connect with them in person at the end of the day will benefit their growth.
Parents, we love that our students are so proud of their work, their friends, and our school that they want to post it on social media. But please note that due to privacy issues, we do not allow photos or videos to be taken on campus. Part of having cell phones put away helps students fight the urge to take photos and videos. Parents, please talk to your child about the power of technology. One of the great resources available to DS/MS students and families is Infinite Campus, where all attendance and grade information can be stored. Similar to elementary school, you can use Infinite Campus to check your current grades at any time.
Parents and families, when you arrived tonight, you may have noticed that our exterior gates were open and you had access to all of our interior campus from all directions. The campus will be accessible in a similar way before and after school on a daily basis. However, during school hours, we have a single point of entry, and that's through the main office lobby. Parents, you are absolutely welcome to join your child on campus during lunch, or feel free to visit campus by appointment. However, we ask that you check into the front office each time when you arrive.
Students, to make sure your experience at Desert Shadows Middle School is as positive and enjoyable as possible, my greatest advice to you is get involved. Participate in one of the many clubs, activities, field trips, and after-school sports.
Mr. Rosenberg, I absolutely agree. We know that students who are invested in and proud of their school have a better experience because they meet new people, are excited to come into school each day, and in the end, learn more. Parents, please encourage your child to get involved. They won't regret it.
Once again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us this evening. We are so excited for the first day of school this coming Tuesday.
Last note for parents, please take a minute to stop by the gym before you leave tonight. Our wonderfully supportive PTO is available in the gym to collect forms, accept donations. In addition, PE uniforms are available for purchase in the gym. On behalf of the entire staff at Desert Shadows Middle School, welcome and enjoy your evening. Thank you.